7 they rode into town just to take old Amsterdam. 45 strapped across their hips, yeah. JYG etched in their grip, and
All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the final tournament for your Northern Lights 18 Black, the 2021 Stars and Stripes. We are in Maple Grove at Minnesota Select's facility. We have our crack sideline crew here, and alongside the Hall of Famer Mike Spoladoro, I'm Jim Welbrock. We are underway. Anna Pomasenko putting the ball into play here. Swung over from the left side by M1, our opponent here, M1 18-1s, and that is long.
Long, but a touch, Jim. Point goes to 18-1.
M1, if you're not familiar, a team from Bloomington down the road here. Minnesota 1, full name for that team. Ball picked up here by Welbrock and be pushed over to the left side here. Swung over by Lexi Petrick. Point Lights.
Nice swing by Lexi. Good to see that happening right out of the gate, Jim. Little hesitation on the lines judge to call that, but the R1 says that's in and down. And we're tied at 1.
This is Sophie Jesowitz down to get that ball up for M1. Over to Lexi on the left side here. Swung over, picked up there by M1. We'll try to get some of their names down. Jesowitz on the left side here. Swung over, but picked up nicely by Brownlee. That one does not make it over for Lexi Petrick. It's going to bring Jesowitz to the line. Wayzetta, product popped up here by Anna P. Going to be pushed over by Audrey to the left side. Again, Lexi tries the left side shot there. Picked up on the M1 side. Brownlee's there. Left side. Lexi tipped this one over. Jesowitz scrambling on the ground there to bring it back over. They do on a free ball. Opportunity for Lights here. Back set, swung over. There's Kinsey with the slide. Nice pickup by M1. Swatted back over. Welbrock's there. The on-two for Audrey. They can't handle it. Point Lights.
Nice scrap there by the Minnesota M1 team, Jim. Defensively not letting the ball hit the floor at all. Audrey with a good high pass. Well positioned to go over on 2 off the deflection.
That brings Lexi to the line here. Back set here, right side. Nice swing down the line. It's going to bring Carissa Ritchie to the line for M1. Right-hander puts it over. Picked up here by Petrick. Over to Welbrock, roll shot over. Left side attack here, off the block. Jordan's there. Unable to bring that one back.
M1 on a bit of a run here. They've got a strong offense. Bring heat from all 3 hitting positions, left, right, and center.
Ritchie continues, picked up here by Lexi. Audrey, the run-through pass, sent over in a 3 ball, just falls over the tape there, and it's a kill.
Back row bump kill for Anna P. I don't know how Dave Koenig is dealing with this, Jim. There are no sideline seats.
No, it has to be a tough thing for him to get used to here, and I'm sure he'll make the required adjustments as well. Abby Milner here sends this one over. Laura takes a big swing at this. It's high up into the rafters, but they're going to bring this back on the M1 side. Swatted over from the left side. Light sets up here. Welbrock again, big swing, looking for a line. Not going to get it.
Just about a half tile wide, Jim. Nice choice by Laura to go with the hard cut. Double block was there.
Peyton Ossoff, Chaska player. Gustavus commit for M1, left-hander, puts it over. Picked up here by Lexi. That one off to our right.
M1 doubling up Lights early here in the first set.
Ossoff will continue from the line here. Picked up here by Brownlee, sending this over on a free ball. M1 sets up the slide. Nice swing there from Milner, but it's wide.
Milner, a name we're familiar with, Jim. Abby Milner played, what, 2 years ago? Last year?
Yeah,
Not last year, 2 years
2
ago.
years ago, yeah. Boy, I tell you, it's going to be difficult to kind of put these years together with this COVID year in between to remember how the progression of all that went. Brooke Whitebroad here at the line. Left-hander sends it over. Poked over by Sylvia here. M1 goes left side here. Big swing, but Lexi's there. This one, point M1.
Lexi's there, Abby Milner's there with the overpass, tips it down gently, celebrates. Yeah, Jim, you talk about, I'm not sure it's the year of COVID, Jim. I would maybe call it age, having a tough time sorting out years.
Yeah, no doubt. Emma Strzeski here is at the service line. This one over to Sylvia Koenig for the kill.
Sylvia on a partial shake there. Strong play into the block. Not enough push out of M1.
Brings Laura Welbrock to the line. Northfield product puts it in play here over to the left side. Jesuits is there off the defender. Point M1. It's going to bring the libero to the service stripe. Madison Ellman, Chan Hazen, headed to Arizona. Into Justine here. Block is there. Laura picks this one up. Sent over by Lexi. Picked up on the M1 side. They're going to go backside here. Right side attack on the slide. That is a successful attack for M1.
M1 hard working, 9-5 here in the first.
And an early timeout. Of course, Coach Vogel not able to come to this tournament. He is playing in his Masters event in Louisville, Kentucky. We wish him all the best as they take the court down there, and it certainly sounds like a fun event, and looking forward to that.
Yeah, we wish him well in his tournament. I believe Jim potentially playing in 2 tournaments.
Okay. Yeah,
At
you're
the
right.
same time.
There were 2 going on at the same time. I don't know how that's going to work, but best wishes to him and his team as they work their way through that. Certainly sounds like a great time, and I know he was really looking forward to that. So Ellman continues at the line here as we come out of the timeout. Lexi on the left side. The block sends this one back. M1 making a run here.
Whoops. Not that anybody saw that, Jim. We're still on the timeout view. Sorry about that.
All right, picked up here by Welbrock. Backs up from Brooke over to Justine. Going for the far corner. Gets a touch. Anna Pomasenko. Burnsville right-hander puts the ball in play here. Picked up on the M1 side. They're going to go to Jesowitz again on the left side here. Block gets a piece of that one. Over to Justine on the right side for Lights. A little bit of trouble here on the M1 side. They're going to send this one not over.
Nice little battle back from your Lights club here. Got lots of support from 18-2 officiating this.
Yeah, a lot of activity here in pretty tight quarters at the select facility, but we found ourselves a good spot here. And that is blocked nicely, sent back by Justine.
Justine having a very strong set number 1 here with the attack, with the block. Good to see her back.
Pomasenko continues. That one caught up in the net.
It was coming with heat.
I have 7-11, but I think they have 8-11.
We're going to go with 8-11, Jim. I have 8-11.
Justine, right side, I think the block got a touch on that. They're going to set up here out of the middle, and it is wide left. Our left. Spoladoro back in the match for 18 Black. And the left-hander, Jordan Brownlee. Tri-City United puts it in play, and a great serve drops in on the libero. Elman.
And that's another Stein Varmint Alligator A's.
I'd like to thank our lead sponsor, Stein Varmint of Prior Lake, Minnesota. Brownlee going for the deep one here, picked up by M1. Sent over here, but picked up nicely there by Anna P. It's going to go back to Lexi. Takes a nice swing up into the rafters.
Over the wall. Touch them all. Lexi Petrick. And Jim, that brings us to the all-important.
Wow. The Dave Koenig point. The 11-11. Brownlee serves it. Diving play here on the overpass. Lights opportunity. Kinsey makes the most of it.
We see timeout M1.
Wow.
Maybe with the second timeout here, we'll take a minute to remind folks that this production brought to you by the Easy Reels application. Thank you to Sam McKay and team for building this app, for unwavering support before, during, and after matches. This platform creates the ability to stream straight to live stream. Oh my gosh, straight to YouTube, easy for me to say. Muting the live stream keeps you out of YouTube jail. Multiplayer mode, tournament mode, leveraging both of those today. Thank you, Sam McKay.
Brownlee continues here. M1 sets up. Jesuits send this over on a free ball opportunity here for Lights. Audrey over to Lexi, nice swing, but picked up into the middle. Off the block, nicely picked up by Brownlee. Wellbrook sent over by Audrey, looking for deep one corner there. Back into the middle, block is there. Kinsey Cronin the stuff.
Kinsey Cronin with the stuff block. Lots of excitement on the court, on the bench. A little slow in the stands behind. Jim, we might have to talk to the parents after this match.
Well, and I don't think they're used to watching matches necessarily from that vantage point, as we haven't been allowed into very many of the events this year. So some of the fans making some adjustments there to sitting in bleachers at the end.
That was Carissa Ritchie out of the middle, Jim. Very
Nice
strong attack. Southern Utah commit.
All right, and this is Mallory Madsen here from Eden Prairie on the serve. Gonna go over to Lexi, has the roll shots. She finds a spot there, but picked up and sent over by M1 for the kill. All knotted at 13. Madsen continues, picked up by Wellbrock here. Audrey, back set, slide. Kinsey tools the block.
Slide been successful for Lights all season long and in this set. And the timing is there. It is tough to defend.
Right-hander Petrick puts this up. Net gets in the way. Top of the tape here at Minnesota Select is a black color with Nike swooshes across it. A little hard to pick up that tape. Normally that is white. Rather unusual. Brownlee here, unable to bring this one up.
Just
Point
had the
M1.
Jim Wellbrock point 14-14, Jim. Good to be working with you again.
As
Stars
always,
and Stripes weekend.
we are, as always, thrilled to be here.
Back-to-back aces out of M1. This is Carissa Ritchie, Jim. And a strong force for M1 this set.
Yes. Mound West Tonka product. Serve is over, picked up here by Brownlee. Wellbrock up high in the air with this one, but picked up here by M1. They're going to go left side, swung up high off the block, picked up by Brownlee. Over to Wellbrock again, another opportunity here, but the block is there to send it back. Lights reloads into Kinsey in the middle, pushed over. M1, middle, attack, Milner. Terminates.
Strong rotation for M1 here. I think this one got us earlier. And Marissa says timeout.
Also gives us a chance to thank our musical sponsor, Chad Johnson Music. You're going to be hearing a couple of new things from him today. We will talk about that song a little more in a set break, but you're going to want to tune in for that. We will try to spin that tune a few times during the weekend. It is called Brick by Brick, and it's a new tune that's going to be coming out from Chad on the 25th of June. So we have a pre-release playing of that song this weekend. We really appreciate Chad and Kari for their support of the program here, and we are thrilled to be able to debut that song here on the Spoley-Brock Sports Network. Ritchie continues at the line here, picked up by Brownlee. Bumps that over to Laura. Nice swing, trouble. Point
Nice
Lights.
cross-court kill for Laura Wellbrock there. A little too much heat for Ritchie to handle. Stops that service run, thankfully. Good timeout from Coach Marissa.
This is Kinsey Cronin at the service line from the right side here. She often moves around for different serve locations, and a nice swing on the M1 side results in a point for them. All right, this is Peyton Oseth. Chaska product, left-hander, puts it in play here, picked up by Petrick. Into the middle, little miscommunication there. Sylvia has to left-hand that over. Left side attack here, sharply.
See Audrey and Sylvia immediately talking about what happened there. (19-15). Correcting the board in front of us here. I think we had it right, which was positive.
Oseth continues here. Left-hander puts it in play, picked up by Brownlee here. Free balled over, a little bit of confusion there on the light side. They're getting themselves reset. In the meantime, a strong attack from Emma Grimm. Eastview product headed to the South Dakota School of Mines and Technology in Rapid City.
Really strong left side attack there out of Grimm.
Oseth continues at the line here. Audrey goes left side. Laura finds a spot there and
Not coming back, Jim. Lights won't go away. Trailing 4. M1 won the race to 20. But I think Brooks going to come in and do some damage here.
yeah, we'd like to see a nice long service run here. That's what we need to get back into this. Not far out, but would be nice to get a few back here. The left-hander from Concordia Academy puts it into play here. Picked up right side slide there off the block. Abby Milner. Light squad coming together on the court here, offering each other encouragement, looking to make a little run here and get back into this set. Anna Strzelecki here. Lakeville North product puts the ball in play. Justine, a nice swing here off the block.
Net violation. Brings the ball over to the Lights. Good stop. We need Laura Wellbrock. Just a little run, Jim. Just a little run. Carve into this 4-point lead a little bit.
Just need a few here to get going. And one goes to Jesuits off the block here, picked up by Brooke. Pass set from Anna over to Justine. Nice swing. And they're not going to get to that one.
Nice dig over there by M1, but I think there were so many bodies flying to the ball, no one saw where it went. It went up nice and high, straight up, but no one could react to it.
Wellbrock, right-hander, put over, picked up by the libero here. Into the middle, Abby finds a spot, the campfire there. Nice spot, Abby Milner.
We talk about the size of the ring being related to the heat of the fire. That was definitely a hot fire because there was not anyone to be found on that recovery.
Madison Ellman, libero here, picked up nicely by Lexi Petrick here. It goes back, re-roll, shot over. Picked up. Oh, and the on two, and a kick, and a little bit of everything.
A tip, a kick, and a swat. Unfortunately, not enough to send it back.
Elman continues here, picked up by Lexi. Brooke backs out over to Justine, off the block, sent back over. Wellbrock's there, the on two by Brooke, and it's tipped back over. Point M1.
Set point right here at M1. Lights made a good run getting to 18-21, but it's stopped there. Or was it 18-22? Regardless.
Elman continues at the line. Right-hander puts it over, picked up by her counterpart, but
And there we go.
unable to bring that back. And first set to M1. Again, we'll tell you a little bit about where we're at. As we were scrambling to kind of get on the air at the beginning there, we are at Minnesota Select's facility, I think also known as the Raleigh Sports Center in Maple Grove. So a pretty good hike this morning for Lights teams generally based in the South Metro to get themselves up here early. Nice morning outside, cool, crisp air for late May. But we are happy to be here. There is spectators in the building, everybody allowed in. I don't see very many masks being worn, maybe a few here and there. And I would have to say, Mike, that I am happy to finally be able to talk without a mask, because that was a little bit of an added impediment, along with my other speech impediments to get through. And I'm happy to be mask-free today, and we're just thrilled to be here covering this tournament for you. Stars and Stripes.
I agree, Jim. It is good to be here. Happy to be covering the tournament. Feels a bit odd, I must say, without a mask.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like I'm missing an article of clothing that I've worn for the last 15 months relatively consistently.
Yeah.
I think for the summertime it's going to be nice. Come next winter, I may go back to the mask.
Well,
it's kind of nice walking around outside with face covering on.
that part not too bad, keeps you warmer. But there was also some proof that it did cut down on just the normal flu season. So I think you can be pretty sure it did work. And I think there's some validity to that. I can see where if you see a lot of the Asian countries, they do this all the time for pollution and I think for illness. And, you know, there might be something to it.
Might be something to it.
The other thing we want to mention is we have boys games going on to our left on the three courts. Well, there's two, I think, going right now. I'm not sure who all of the teams are here. I'm thinking Tigers might be Farmington. I think Eden Prairie has a team here.
We'll do a little
Shakopee.
live watching, Jim.
And if you can see on your on the screens there, the net is definitely higher. I'm going to guess 6 inches. I don't know what the official measurement differences are. I've never gotten that memorized, but definitely a higher net, as you'd expect.
That wouldn't work for me. I'd prefer the...
I'm unable to get elevated off the ground to any degree. I need a net that I can see over from ground level, but anyhow.
Our live looking not very effective. I think there's a scorer's question, so not seeing any action over there.
I think if you follow the news, you know that they voted on boys volleyball, and I believe that failed by a couple of votes. Girls wrestling passed, but boys volleyball did not. So, all right, we're ready here for set number 2. M1 puts the ball in play here. We're going to go right side right away to Justine, and a nice kill to get things started for your Northern Lights.
Just finishing up on that comment, Jim. I am all for women's sports, and I'm happy to see women's wrestling pass. A bit perplexing to me that boys volleyball did not, but
yeah, I'm not sure if there are any politics behind that, but kind of interesting on that. Big swing here from Jesuits, gets through the block and finds the floor.
nice quick set going to the outside. Oftentimes it's called a go, and that ball moves all the way across the court very quickly. Tough for the blockers to get set up.
The libero Elman here puts the ball in play. Spoladoro poked over here by Lexi. Anna P. the pass. Wellbrock gonna free ball that over short, picked up. Back over to Jesuits again. She looked like she was gonna swing and instead tips and it goes off the block. point, M1.
Jesuits, maybe what you would call a split family, Packer Viking family. Her younger sister, Sophie, plays for, Avery plays for Northern Lights.
Yes.
15 ones.
All right, swung over here by Sophie. Picked up by Elman here into the middle. Big swing there, but sent back. Jesuits will try it. Long.
Nice block there by Kinsey Cronin on Carissa Ritchie. Carissa Ritchie really had her way in the first set. Nice job, Kinsey, to put that one back at her.
Petrick here, right-hander, puts it over. Diving on the floor to pick this up. Jesuits again tips. Looking for a spot, but picked up nicely here. Petrick sends this over. M1 sets up, slide here, down, nicely picked up by Anna P here. Into Kinsey, block sends it back.
Got a blocking war going on in the middles, Jim. That was Carissa Ritchie on top that time. Stuff blocking Kinsey Cronin. Knowing her competitive nature, I fully expect a return of that favor.
Sarah Long here from Benilde St. Margaret's. Right-hander puts it in play here. And in a tough spot for Brownlee, point M1.
Off the arms, off the chin. I double-clicked that score, sorry.
Long continues here. And that one is interrupted by the net.
Jimmy made mention of the black tape here, even inconsistent here at select. On the far side we see white tape. It is a different look for the players.
Oh, nice block there, sent back as M1 reloads here. Jesuits from the right side, but point Lights.
Tying things up at 4. Nice block by Sylvia Koenig out of the middle.
Anna Pomasenko, left side serve here. Oh, swung over sharply, but a little too sharp.
You know, we talk about, Jim, as you start to get touches on balls, the attackers change their strategy. That was a nice move by Ritchie to try to turn and go line. It was wide. We'll watch that closely as Anna P. struggles with that black tape.
It's going to bring Jesuits to the line. Right-hander puts it over. Picked up by Brownlee here, but that one kind of dying as it comes over the net, unable to bring it back up. I think we have a score discrepancy.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's 6-5.
I have 5-6. Yeah, Wellbrock here, picked up by Elman, pushed over. Oh, what a swing there by Emma Grimm from the left side.
You got an extra point. Is it 7-5 or?
No, it's 7-5, I believe.
You guys 7-5 or 8-5?
No, perhaps we're the ones that are off here. I'm not sure.
Rarely are we off,
know,
Jim, but I think they are listing 8-6. So
Okay.
they're the official board.
We'll go with that. Brooke Weichbrot doesn't look at the score. She's putting the ball in play, the left-hander. Picked up by Jesuits here. Back set, swung over there by M1. Out of the back row here, Lexi looking for the line, a little bit wide.
Good elevation. Looking for the deep 5. Just a little bit too much cut, sends it wide. Carissa Ritchie back to line. Got to stop this quickly.
Right-hander puts it over here. Lexi picked up. Over to Justine, pokes this over, looking for the one there, but Jesuits there, right side, swung over by Ritchie.
Excellent set there. Attracted the block to the middle. She went back to the right side. No one home for Lights on the block.
Sorry, that was Hannah Thompson at the line there or on that kill. Wellbrock here from the right side, tools the block.
7-10 now, Laura gonna serve.
Right-hander looks over, nods in acknowledgement of location, puts it over. Picked up here Gonna go left side, sharp attack, block is there to send it back. M1 reloads, they go right side this time. Swung over here by Thompson. Back set, Justine pushed off the block.
Good hustle by Justine to get to that set, Jim. Nice quick back set by Brooke. Justine hustles up there, sees the block moving, tools off the right hand. Sorry, the left hand. Out of bounds for the point.
Lights in this set. Just need a couple of points here to get things back level. Oh, kind of a back up over the head for Sylvia. Nice play there.
Nice spot by Sylvia. Again, nice set selection by Brooke. Had the block moving. Sylvia finds the hole.
Wellbrook, right-hander, continues here. Sent over, picked up there by Grimm. Into the middle, Milner sharply, but picked up nicely here. Free balled over. Set up for M1, left side. Roll shot over there for Grimm. Anna P. over to Lexi. Swung over, unable to get to it. Nice location. Point Lights.
Nice little run here by the Lights, tying things up at 10. Midway through the second set, Lights trailing 1-0.
Wellbrook with the serve picked up here by Elman. Middle. Oh my, coming right at us.
Scorer's table takes cover, but it's long. Wellbrook on a nice little run here.
Yep. Let's keep this going. Right-hander looks over for direction. Puts it in play. Jesuits here to pick this one up, but they have trouble.
I think Marissa's going to come adjust the score too. I think Marissa thinks we had the wrong score, or they had the wrong score as well.
Well, we're still showing 12-10 here on the official board.
Official board says 12-10. If we were to guess, we would say 12-9.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't get that luxury.
No, it's all I can do just to try to keep up with what they're saying it is. So
we're in an interesting position here. We are directly behind the scorers table. So the visibility to the scoreboard that we have is the tiny little written numbers on the back of the flip chart. The digital scoreboard not on. Not that we could see it anyway. It's kind of off behind us to our left.
Yeah.
So.
All right, coming out of the timeout, Wellbrook here. Pushed over to the left side. Swung over there by Emma Grimm. And that was
Over and long.
And we're getting some indication from R1 here. Yes, it was out. Yes, it was out. It's on me.
I think
I'm
they
calling
wanted
it.
a touch, and he was saying that ball was a foot above our block, which I agree with.
Jesuit sends this over to Grimm. Doesn't make it over. A little soul searching over in the M1 side as they try to find a way out of this. Nice run here for your 18 black. Laura sends this over. Grimm on the left side here. Block sends it back. Going to try the same thing again. This one does find its way through.
Double contact. Tried to sneak it in there off the block. Sylvia came and popped it up into the net. Seeing that no one was going to get to it, tried to pop it up again. So it was a savvy play by Sylvia. Unfortunately, the R1 is all over it.
All right, picked up here by Wellbrook. Brooke, the run through set. Sent over by Lexi. Abby Milner tips this over. Light sets up here, back to Lexi again off the block. Picked up by Jesuits. A little bit of miscommunication there, and same sort of thing on the Light side as there's chaos on the court here. Lexi looking for a spot. Picked up, joust almost at the net there. Play continues. Another almost joust. Either way, won by Justine. Point Lights.
Yeah, lots of scrap there at the net, tips and jousts and overs, and fortunately no unders.
Yeah.
You see 18-2s clear off. They're going to use the exercise area to warm up for their match.
Sylvia Koenig, Northfield product, puts the ball in play here. Abby Milner unloads on this one, but Kinsey
Cronin
says, no way, I'm sending that back.
Kinsey Cronin, strong block.
Koenig wastes no time here. Miami of Ohio commit, puts the ball in play. Block gets a touch on this. Brook, pass over to Wellbrock. Roll shot over. Picked up here. Quick on the on-two, and wow, that was a really hot campfire there, and no one around.
The game moves fast, Jim. You're constantly the strong attack out of M1 has the blockers getting ready for that attack. And when they're focused on that, oftentimes you forget about that tip and it finds the middle of the court.
All right, serve put in play here by Madsen. Gonna go over to the right side. Justine is there. That one a little bit long. All right, serve is Strzezuski, I'm sorry, trying to read numbers through netting here, and we'll get that straightened out for you. Oh, nice pickup by Brook here, and rolled up over the top of that black tape here. Swung over to Jesuits on the left side. That one high up off the HVAC system here at Select Point M1.
M1 going on a little run here now.
Oh, wasting no time in the serve here. Quick pace of play. Over to Lexi on the left side, swung over, picked up there by Elman. Right over to Milner, sharp attack.
Lynette Ray up, making some adjustments. Changing the serve receive, giving a different look, trying to get a 3-ball up to the center. There it is.
Back set here, Justine, nice swing, but picked up by Elman here. Over to Jesuits. Big swing, but picked up nicely by Anna P. Again, Justine, then misdirection. Nice swing there.
Justine, nice job. A couple of shots down the line. That first one was really tightly placed between the antenna and the blocker. Nice job, Justine. The second one was the winner.
It's going to bring the left-hander, Jordan Brownlee, to the line. Tri-City United product puts it over, looking for far side line there. Just wide. Elman, libero for M1, puts the ball in play. Her counterpart picks it up here. Back set. Kinsey up over the block. Elman's there, gets a hand under this one. Jesuit sends this over. Wellbrock. Audrey over the left side. Lexi looking for one there, but picked up into the middle. Nice swing there by Ritchie.
We're knotted at 17. Matching blue shoes to the blue shirt is Elman.
Right-hander puts it in play. Brownlee picks this one up. The overhead pass swung up over here by Kinsey, but they send that back. Wouldn't surprise me to see a timeout here from your light squad.
There it is. Jim, we should probably, we've failed to mention here, thoughts with Mikey Trias, dealing with a knee injury, not here with the team today. We miss Mikey.
Absolutely. Hopefully everything goes well there in the recovery. Lexi here on the left side. Block is there to get it, but back over to Kinsey, and she tools there. Point Lights.
Good strong response from the Northern Lights team out of that timeout. Oh,
Petrick
boy.
sending this.
Wow.
Oh, that dropped.
Boy, that thing was so high up in there. I was waiting for the net to move on the far side of the court, and it just fell right off the table onto the line for an ace.
Nice play there for Petrick. Jesuits to unload on this one, up into the rafters, but we can play that one back out. Wellbrock sends it over in a free ball, picked up here by Elman. Back set, slide, swung over there by Ritchie. Beyond two, Elman. Jesuits, but it's sent back. Play continues here. Again, Jesuits. Again. The block almost sending that back, getting a double contact call as it rolls down on our side of the net.
Brings us, Jim, to the root beer point. 19-19.
Sarah Long at the line. Benilde St. Margaret's headed to Emory University. Wellbrock's going to send this over. Picked up here. Right side. Swung over nicely there by Hannah Thompson, but it is wide. It's going to bring the serve back over to Anna Tomasenko here. Tight second set.
Quick lines judge change. That was well done.
Anna P sends this over, picked up there by Jesuits into the middle. Point Lights, as that one was long. And things switch around quickly here as we are coming into crunch time on set number 2. Anna P continues here. Picked up over to Jesuits again. Picked up nicely there by Lexi Petrick. Pushed all the way over on the 5 ball to Laura. And they have trouble with it. Point 18 Black.
Timeout, M1. And Jim, I'm witnessing some pretty slick action out of the Northern Lights 18-2 team who was officiating this. They're changing on the fly. We got lines judge changing. We got scoreboard changers. This is good. This is good. A well-oiled machine we're seeing here.
It is a well-oiled machine. Very efficient play here. Of course, these players, all 18s, they've been at this a while. And
Know
they
what
got
they're
the
doing.
drill down.
Well, Jim, I don't think we've played the Easy Reels sounder here in the second set, so we'll remind everybody that Easy Reels, the application that brings you this performance today. Thank you to Sam McKay and crew.
Yeah, boy, they've just been absolutely wonderful this year, allowing us to do this at all, period, in the first place, but the support at the tournaments on weekends and the evenings in between sets, amazing. Thank you, Sam McKay. Anna P here sends this just long, looking for the line in the back there.
Call that a coach's point, Jim, coming out of a timeout with a service error. Give full credit to the M1 coaching staff for that timeout, and it's getting tight here, 22-20.
Jesuits puts this in play into Sylvia there. The block sends it back. Laura left side, swung up and over. Elman unable to bring back that sharp cross-court cut.
Jim, unbelievable shot by Laura Wellbrock there, cutting the ball within 3 feet of the net. Pin to pin. Nice job, Laura Wellbrock.
Brings Brooke Weichbrot, left-hander, to the line, puts the ball in play, picked up here by Elman. Pass set over. Swung over there by Grimm. Scrambling on the light side. Hopefully nobody running into standards and different things that are in your way here as you scramble for balls that are off of the playing surface.
Tough one there, Jim, off the tape, off a tip. Got a hand on it, just
Rich
couldn't bring it in.
At the line here for M1. Sylvia looking for a spot. They pick this up. Grimm sends this over, and a bunch of pinballing and a double contact called.
Unfortunately, Laura got a foot on it, but it came up and hit her shoulder or head or knee or something for a double contact. The R1 all over it, making the call very confidently and directed. Think we try to listen in here, Jim?
Yeah, let's do that.
Sounds of the game brought to us by Sound Shark. Thank you, Sound Shark. Another company with excellent service, and we are back.
Man, quick out of the timeout here. Justine sends this over. M1 sets up right side here. Gets through the block, but picked up, sent back over. They're going to set up again. Almost a joust there at the net. R1
Adamant about
something there, yeah. Left side attack here, sent back by Grimm with the attack.
The R1 was adamant that the back row player stayed below the net while playing the ball over. As we've talked about, a back row attacker cannot play the ball above the net unless they're behind the 10-foot line. So Laura Wellbrook on the hook.
Right-hander sends it over. A little bit of trouble here on the M1 side, but they figure it out, and Abby Milner pokes that one through to keep the set alive for the Bloomington squad. This is
Side out gets it for us here.
Mallory Madsen here, number 2 at the line, puts it over. Good serve, but picked up nicely by Anna P. there. Over to Justine, pulls the block.
Justine, who's had the hot hand this so far this match for Northern Lights, hammers the ball down the line off the block for the set 2 victory, Northern Lights. Nicely done.
Very nicely done. Going to push us to a 3rd set here early in the morning in the first match of the Stars and Stripes tournament. I believe, if I have all my information right, initially this was a tournament that was going to be either in the Minneapolis Convention Center or potentially, I think, some teams would have been playing in Milwaukee. And of course, with the COVID situation, the Convention Center here still not open, and everything brought back over here to the club sites. So today we are at Select. Tomorrow we go to the Northern Lights facility in Burnsville for the final play day for your 18 Black. We're going over some scoring concerns here. We'll listen in a little bit on that.
I think they're trying to figure out the scoreboard here.
Yep, you can. I'm going to help him with this.
8:45. 8:45. Why don't we do it for next game?
Yep, you're going to do it for next game. I'm going to explain to you so that you know how to do it tell them how to do it.
Don't know yet. Until I can enter the score for this, I can't figure out what's coming back.
So if we take some of the base out of the start, we might
So
pick up more boards.
you're going to go.
Hold on.
Do you have your phone with you? Okay, so why don't we use your phone? It'll take a few minutes.
A little bit more.
Okay, you know, I'll come and see you. Come and see me right there, and then I'll show you how to do it. Okay?
The M1 team serve.
Right now, 1, 2, 1, 2,
Constant tweaking of systems and arrangements, Jim.
Yeah, I think that is probably a good
I think
change.
that helped a little bit.
Yeah, that thing is definitely very, very bassy. I think just by its nature of how it gathers sound and so forth. But yeah, the Sound Shark, a great addition here. We've had a lot of fun with that. We enjoyed that in Omaha. I'd like to thank Paul Terpstra in case he might be listening. He runs the show down there at Sound Shark in Janesville, Wisconsin. Getting ready for the 3rd set here as the players are.
Decisive 3rd set. Goes fast, Jim. Race to 15 only. I still don't see the big board on, so I don't know if I don't know what all that app discussion's about. It could be an app that updates the scoring automatically. I don't know.
Yeah, not sure.
But regardless, we are not worried about that. We are worried about Northern Lights, 18 Black, looking for a 3-set victory over M1 after dropping set 1. They battled back in set 2, and here we go.
Sarah Luong put this in play here. Wellbrock picks it up. Audrey, the bump sets over to Justine. Oh, there's crashing on the floor. Elman gets a hand on this one. Tipped over here. Lexi, nice swing there. Elman again on the ground. Over to Jesowitz on the left side, up off the block. Wellbrock picks this up. Audrey backside here to Justine. Swung over.
Yep.
Again, collision almost. The ball ricocheting off a couple of players there, including Elman, and I think she might have taken a little bit of a hit there.
Nice play by Justine there. I think Audrey's saying she's got the hot hand. I'm going to keep going to her.
Nice way to start the third set here. Brownlee, the left-hander, puts this
boy.
over. Oh, wow, I was waiting for the swing on the attack there, and the ball is on the floor, so it definitely fooled everybody in the building.
So was the defense, waiting for that devastating slide out of Ritchie.
Jesuits here at the service line. Audrey sends over a nice on two, but they're there to pick it up on the M1 side. Swung up off the block here. Anna P there over into the court next to us and out of play. It's going to bring Mallory Madsen, Eden Prairie product, headed to Purdue University Northwest. Sends this over, picked up by Brownlee here. Audrey quickly over to Kinsey. Block sends it back, reloading here over Laura out of the back row. Picked up by Luong here. Elman over to the left side there, and nice attack by Grimm up off the netting.
It's a strong attack, Jim. Not a lot the Lights team can do about that if it's hammered past the block.
Madsen continues, right-hander, sends it over. Wellbrock and Anna P both there to get this one over to Lexi. Nice swing there, but picked up by Elman. Left side, roll shot over. Brownlee's there. First I thought play was going to continue. Now
It is
blown
halted.
dead.
I think the right call. It looked like to me that it hit the floor, but I think the R2 helped out a little bit on that one.
Brownlee here, able to bring this up as it
Jim, it's
hits
a
the floor.
4-point advantage early here in the third. Marissa
Yep. We do see a timeout.
calling timeout.
Man, it's just always amazed by how the set break can change the momentum like that. As you know, Lights really picking things up nicely at the end of set two, and all of a sudden it just turns around and goes the other way.
Encouraging words out of the Northern Lights coaching staff. Minor adjustments to defense, I heard. Stay a little wider.
All right, ball put in play here by M1, picked by Anna P. Over to Kinsey on the left side, a different look there. Point. Lights.
Kinsey with the cock, and then kind of a roll shot. Nice job, Kinsey Cronin, to find a hole.
Petrick, right-hander, puts it in play and does again not get over that black taped net here at Select. It's going to bring Ritchie to the line. Right-hander surveys. She is headed to Southern Utah. Brownlee picks this one up. Audrey back set here over to Kinsey. Swung through nicely, picked up nicely on the M1 side. Left side attack, doesn't get over.
That's a big point there for Lights. Staying within 3, could have easily got to 5 right there, and when you're racing to 15, 5 is a big number.
Kinsey Cronin, Medford product, puts this in play. Left side attack here for Grimm. Picked up nicely over to Wellbrock. Roll shot over, picked up by Luong. Elman, the bump set over to Grimm. Touch called.
Team calling for it being out. It definitely was out. Unfortunately, it was touched.
Peyton Ossoff at the service stripe here. The left-hander puts this in play. Petrick, left side attack. Wellbrock spun off a defender and the block. Point Lights.
Really like that set selection there, Jim. Sylvia was going on a hard slide. And Audrey saw that, pushed the ball outside to Laura, and she made no mistake about putting that down.
Weichbrot at the line here. Left-hander puts it in play. Over to Grimm. Block sends this back. Sylvia. Picked up nicely here by Lexi Petrick. Over to Justine. Swung over. Play continues. Roll shot over by Grimm. Sent back over to Justine. Between the block there. Hellman picked up. Left side. Swatted over. Opportunity for Lights here to set up their offense. Wellbrock takes a big cut at it here, but picked up by Grimm. Abby Milner there sends it over. Point M1.
Jim, a couple really nice plays there by Brooke, recognizing the role. She read it well and reacted well to cover that. Nice job defensively.
Strzelski here, picked up by Anna P. Over to Wellbrook on the right side. Anna's there to get the returned block. Justine takes a big swing from the left side. Elman is there. Pushed over. Jesuit's going to unload on this one. Nope. Tips it over. Points the same.
Well disguised by Jesuits there. Got up high, reached high, and just tipped it over versus brought the heat.
I am constantly off in my score here. I must not be.
I've got 4-9. What do they have?
5-9. I had 4-9 too. Maybe I wasn't wrong. I don't know.
Well, we lost one in set 2. Looks like we might be getting one back in set 3.
We'll see where that goes.
We're going to go with the board, Jim.
We'll go with that. Yeah, I'm
going to adjust my score to be 5-9.
Usually takes me at least one match to get back into the mode of keeping track of that. You think you're writing down every point, but they come fast and furious sometimes, and easy to miss one if you're spending any time looking around at anything else here. So M1 back on the court, ready to go. Lights coming out of their huddle, and the direction to go is given. Wellbrook has to get to the floor to bring this one back up. Nice swing here by Justine, but picked up by Elman. On 2 for Luong.
Doubled up here, Jim, in the third set. Not a place you want to be, obviously. Serve receive changes.
Lexi gets this one. Brooke, the pass over to Laura, swung over, picked up here by Elman. Back set. Milner gets it through.
Big swing by Milner. Just a little tip. Pops it over the block, right in the line. Smart play.
Strzelski continues at the line here. Wellbrock. Justine, block is there. Luong sends this back. Lights reloads here. Sylvia has to reach to bring this one back over. Milner takes a big crack at it, but Anna P there to pick this up, and
on the floor and off the touch. Can we call a 2-point play, Jim?
I think you can.
Okay.
I think that works. That's what we need here. We could use a couple more.
Could use a 3 from deep.
6 serving 11, according to the official scoring. Picked up here by Jesuits.
Go over.
And one sets up here. Abby swung over, disguising the attack point there, but play continues. Wellbrook sends this over. Luong all the way over to Jesuits. Wellbrook there to pick this up. Anna P. Free ball over. Elman is there. Abby on the slide. Tools the block.
Didn't tip that one, Jim. Full swing. Off the block. Into court 17. Lights team again doubled up. This time 6-12. Time to make a move if you're going to do it, Jim.
Libero Elman puts the ball in play here. Picked up by Anna P. Over to Justine. Swings it through the block nicely and out of here. Point Lights.
Justine does such a great job cutting the ball down the line, and I think from our camera angle here on the line, you can really get a good glimpse of that. Her body's moving cross court, and her arm swing brings it back down the line.
Anna Palmasenko puts this in play, picked up here by Jesuits, goes back to her. Block sends this one back. M1 goes right side here. Ritchie. Oh. Boy, that was out. Unless we're calling a touch. That was clearly out.
It was ruled in by the Lions judge.
Boy, I don't know. We don't make the calls.
We don't get a vote.
We just call the calls. Luong, right-hander, puts it in play here. Anna P picks this one up. Justine all the way over to Lexi on the other side. Elman is there. Over to Jesuits, takes a big swing at this one. Block sends it back.
Big block by Kinsey Cronin there, keeping the gap. And now they got 14.
Yeah, I got
They
8,
got
13.
13.
I don't know.
I
We're
don't know.
going to have
Well,
to go with the official scoring again because that's what's
That
going
means
to matter.
our backs are against the wall.
Jordan Brownlee, left-hander, sends this over. Picked up here by M1. That is Ritchie sending this over. Wellbrook coming out of the back row, picked up by Elman here. All the way back over to Jesuits, takes a big swing. Wellbrook almost back on her heels there to get that one back over. Anna P here. Luong, Elman, the bump set again over to Jesuits.
Oh, boy.
Nobody home on that one. And that is the end of the show in match.
Yeah,
number.
I think they're.
All right, now we're coming over. We got a scoring controversy here now.
Yeah. They're sticking to their guns, and we'll call it done.
All right.
Marissa's still talking.
I think there's definitely some. There's a couple in there maybe that maybe it evened out. 1 or 2 each way. I guess we can accept that. Good battle in match number 1 here. Again, we are at the Stars and Stripes, the last event for your Northern Lights 18 Black. They will play today and tomorrow.
All right. Well, Jim, match 1 in the books. Early morning. Not a horrible performance out of your Lights squad.
No, I think as
Got
always.
some room for some improvement as always,
For
but
sure. I'm sure that's the message the coaches are going to give here is, hey, pretty good start. You hung in there nicely in set 2, but we got a few things we want to work on. And I think, again, as we've seen with this team many times, kind of a slow starting team, and then once they get going, things are pretty good. The third set didn't really follow that. We weren't able to carry the momentum through from set number 2. But again, in this sport, you often see that. Things changing a lot during set breaks. Timeouts, of course, are all attempts to change the momentum. M1 good at doing that here, keeping us down in set 3 and taking the victory.
I think we have an hour off, and then are we back at it after that?
Yeah, I think that's right. I guess I should have put times on here, but boy, there's a big match coming up next for your 18 Black squad as they take on the Northern Lights 18 Ones. We'll be looking forward to that match. I did see that we are moving around courts a little bit, so I'm not 100% sure that we will be back in the same location here. We're going to go check on that. I think there are some matches on what they're calling court 16. This is called 17. We'll figure that out for you. And we'll look to be back here in about an hour. But again, check TM to sign. Keep up with all of the action here from Maple Grove.